On today's review, we will be reviewing none other than the Marvel Legends Maximum Series Spider-Man. And there's been a lot of talk about this figure. This is supposed to be the most maximum Marvel Legends Spider-Man when it comes to articulation, accessories, everything. And, you know, it's up there. It's about twice the price of two Marvel Legends. I think it's like $50, $40, $9.99, something like that. And there's been a lot of controversy about it because a lot of people are like, is the Maximum series really worth it? Is it just, you know, something to kind of get us to buy another character over again? And today we're going to find out what I think about it and what we think about it, because it looks really cool. For me, I'm very excited for it because it is the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man design, so that's why I really want it, because I missed the Comic-Con Raft set, and this is a really cool version of Spider-Man. So let's open it up now. Real fast before we open it up, I should show some package shots. So we've got the cool side there, the really awesome back like that, and the side like that. Top's got the same, bottom's got all the legalese. I have it upside down, of course. But it's Spider-Man. You know who he is. He doesn't need a little thing on the back. Okay, let's open it up now. And here we have him out of the package, and as you can see, he comes with 3 heads, unmasked, and then 2 masked, with the eyes kind of different. He's come with the 2 hands that are the web shooters without his gloves on. We're going to go over the heads real fast. So it's got some really nice details. Mine, I don't think, has the eye issue that some people have been experiencing with the white paint, so that's nice. We've got the Peter Parker face, which is kind of nice looking. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see it. So yeah, you can see it's, you know, it's another portrait of Peter Parker. And then of course the one that's on the actual figure, same situation. Everything looks nice. All the paint lines look nice. I mean, the web lines look nice. Nothing really wrong with it, so that's good. Well, maybe? No, that's meant to be there. That's the fold of the suit. And then, like I said, those 2 hands and all of the hands you could ever want. Are these not enough hands? I don't know, man. People have been asking for Spider-Man to come with more hands in the past because some of the figures have only come out with like a fist and a web slinger or other stuff, but you get a web slinging left hand, you get a web shooting right hand. The last one was a web shooting too, so that's kind of cool. You get 2 sets, right and left, of the swinging hand for the web effects, which are right here, so they hold that, which awesome. Web effects, finally getting that in there. There's of course the 2 hands that are the web shooter hands, and then of course wall crawling hands. So this is definitely a maximum when it comes to the accessories. And then a semi web shooting hand where the fingers kind of bent like that instead of like that. And then of course the regular web shooting hand on the left side. Then we've got a ton of web effects. We got this one here, which is like the net catching one. We've got one that is the shooting web, so you can knock someone out. You've got your web shield, which is kind of cool. And then there's of course the base, which you have to build, kind of like the Jazzware Street Fighter ones, kind of. So that's kind of cool. I think this is so that you can put that shooting web effect on here. And then of course the part that I'm very excited about, the Spidey Sense piece. So that's really cool. But yeah, that's all the accessories. It's definitely a lot of accessories. Is it $25 worth of accessories when you think about it? Given the fact that I've seen people who do, you know, custom webbing, and then of course the spider effects and other heads, you gotta understand that like all those people out there who do 3D printing and also just like building, they charge almost anywhere between $5 to $30 for some of those things. So for an average fan who doesn't go into that kind of stuff, yes, it is kind of expensive to spend $25 on all that, but as someone who knows the industry of collecting and accessories and stuff like that, that's pretty cheap for all that right there, 25 bucks. That's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. Now we're going to go over the articulation. So articulation is maximum. So we've got the arms that can go all the way out like that and up a little bit. Butterfly joints that help it go like this and this. Then so you can get a nice arched back arms. Head can go that far up and that far down. I'm definitely already feeling the improvements in articulation. Double jointed pinless arms. Rocker in both the forearm over here and the wrist. That's awesome. That's pretty cool because they have to have it so you can pop these parts off to put the other piece on for the web slinging hand. Ab crunch. We've got the double ab crunch with the upper ab crunch here, and then of course the, ooh, that was maximally noisy ab crunch like this. So you can go all the way like that, and you can go all the way like that. That's incredible. You've got the hip swivels, or the thigh cuts over here to move that around. That's common. Can do the splits that far, can put his leg that far forward, which is incredible. Can put his foot that far back thanks to the awesomeness of the hip articulation. We've got the pinless legs, so you can go that far up. We've got the upper leg upper leg swivel. Feet can go that far out. Got the toe bend. We got the foot rockers. So yeah, we got maximum articulation here. Just off the articulation and the accessories being what they are, I'm very curious to know the color match on other Spider-Mans that are out. Unfortunately, I am a horrible collector and most of my Spider-Man and Marvel Legends are in storage. So I don't have any way to compare him to any of the other Spider-Mans and see if it will work, because I am curious to know if these hands that do like the web shooting effects would match any of the previous Spider-Mans. If you already have it and you can check it out, definitely let me know in the comments down below if it does match any of them, like if it matches cartoon or any other one. Knowing how it works, they probably don't match because they'll do other Spider-Mans in the future that aren't Maximum Spider-Man that might have these accessories put in with them. I would love to see this come on a retro carded Spider-Man cartoon version, but yeah, really cool stuff. I'm gonna strike him in a cool pose and get my final thoughts on him. And thanks to my awesome new upgraded photo booth, thanks to a member, we are able to get Spider-Man in a cool pose floating. And here we have Spider-Man getting ready to cast a new web after already swinging on one. And hands down, I think this figure is incredible. I know there's a lot of people that were upset about certain things, but I think this is definitely a great offering. I am about to get the Hulk soon, so I will definitely do a review on that one. That one I'm actually kind of on the fence about. This one I was all for because I love the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man. And I just like the idea of Spider-Man having this fully, like, ultimate figure, which this kind of feels like. Yes, there are more things they could have done to make it even more maximum. I would like to know, I need to rewatch the streams and figure out what the maximum is in Maximum series. If it's just a maximum amount of accessories or really a maximum amount of articulation. I don't feel like it's a maximum amount of articulation because on the Hulk already, we'll see later on that there's not a lot of articulation they could have done to update it. But overall, I give this 5 web heads out of 5. I think it's an incredible figure. I enjoy it. I'm going to try to see if I can get in some other cool poses. I know that the whole thing is you can get him to do some really things to the legs, because it's those legs, the hips right here, the spider butt, that you can really And then the arms, because of the way they are, you can really get it into some amazingly kneel down. Let me see. Come on, I know I can get this to do what I'm trying to get it to do. Maybe I have to switch the hands. Let's get a different hand on. Here we go. But yeah, you could literally get it to do some of the poses that other ones haven't been able to do. And I just think that's really cool that you can get him to do that. Let me get the turntable on so we could see a full 360 of Spider-Man getting ready to swing a web or shoot a bad guy. But yeah, just a really nice figure. I like it a lot. I think Hasbro did an incredible job. I really hope we get a Maximum Series Captain America. Now that we know the Marvel vs. Capcom Captain America was the Captain America they were hinting to, where it wouldn't have a broken shield, I was kind of bummed. I was hoping we'd see a Maximum Series Captain America, but we will see. Hopefully they do it. I want to see one that's kind of like the Diamond Selects Captain America, where it comes with the World War II head and shield, and then like the shadowed forehead version, all those cool ones. I want to see that kind of Captain America where it has like 3 or 4 shields, 3 or 4, 3 heads, one that could be unmasked, one that could be the modern, and one that could be World War II. Maybe do 3 shields, bring back that broken shield, do a whole shield, and then do the World War II shield, and then have like, some shield throwing accessories and all that other cool stuff. Just something really awesome. Maybe they could put the bullet shield back in that one, but they've got accessories there. So I'm excited to see what they do, but really exciting to see this kind of offering. I'm kind of hoping that we see the third rumored one, because I think they're doing 3 this year, they said. First Spider-Man, then Hulk, and then someone else, so hopefully we'll see that at Comic-Con. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please remember to hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, and share this with any fans of Marvel Legends that you know. Thank you so much. And that about wraps it up. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. If you're feeling generous, share it. And thank you so much for watching. Till next time, bye.